for me, this completely transformed my results. And this was, I think, maybe 5-6 years ago that I first heard this from you. Body parts that for me lagged behind, that I thought maybe genetically weren't going to work for me, immediately just started growing, right? And I was getting stronger and stronger. And I thought, this is really something, so much so that I've dedicated a portion of my research, along with in collaboration with another group, to try and understand what's happening in these upper motor neurons in the brain that can engage the muscles even more. And that it's not just about progressive overload or putting a pump into the muscle, that it's really, this mind-muscle connection is a real thing when it comes to predicting results, and that you can get better at it. So forgive me for paraphrasing your incredible content around this. It made a tremendous difference for me and a number of other people that I've passed that along to. But what can you, first of all, how did you arrive at that? Because we hear about the mind-muscle connection, but I really heard it first from you. How did you arrive at this kind of cramp test, the Cavalier test, as I'll call it? It's always weird when people name things after themselves in science, but other scientists can name things. So there is now officially the Cavalier test is whether or not you can cramp the muscle in the absence of load, just flexing it to the point where it hurts a little bit. That would be a good indication that you could grow that muscle well. So how did you come up with this?
I mean, honestly, it's something that made sense to me, because during my workouts, even as a young kid just starting out, like, I always wanted to know, what is it working? You know, a lot of people ask that question more so than you think. Like, what is this supposed to work? And and I don't know if you've ever noticed, but like when people ask that question, if they're being trained by a trainer, and the trainer's saying, well, just do this exercise, and they'll show you how to do it. But then they'll say, but what is it supposed to work? Where am I supposed to feel this, right? People, they just inherently ask that question. A lot of people will. I was one of those that did that. And I asked that question, not because I knew what I was doing, but just because, I don't know, I wanted to know what was supposed to be doing the work. Once you do that and you start to seek that out and say, okay, well, if the bicep is what's supposed to be doing the work, then I want to make sure the bicep's doing the work, right?